I was creating a card. So let's say, I forgot what size we said the cards were, but I want this square to be the same size as our card. So if I imagine this is 6, I'm going to hit unlock because I don't want it to be 6 by 6. I want it to be 6 by 4, exactly what I put in. Enter, click outside of it. Okay, so now we have that as our card. And then let's say I wanted to add the Michigan. And then I just want the size of Michigan. And I think this is closest to the one that we use. Okay. So I am going to make this gray just so it matches this side of the paper. And now I'm going to fit this how I see best on the card. So I don't like the way this currently is because this is touching the top of the card, this is touching it. It's kind of ugly. Okay. And now let's say I wanted to center this image on this card, just so we could see what it looked like. I would select all, and I would go to Align, and I would select Center. Perfect. Now it's in the center. I like that, and that's good. Okay. So now we're gonna keep this shape specifically. So these are the dimensions we want. We're no longer going to alter these corners at all because we don't want to alter the size. We want it to be exactly this 3.78 inches by 3.57 inches. So now let's say we had a piece of fabric that is 12 by 12, and we want to see how many of these Michigans we can fit in that. So I'll take another square, and I want it to be 12 by 12. Perfect. Okay. So right now, I don't know if you noticed, but the Michigan is behind the square. So I'm just going to drag the Michigan above the square. Perfect. Now, I think I want a better view of all of our materials, so I'm going to zoom out real quick because I just want to be able to see it all in one screen. Okay. So now I am just going to duplicate these as best as I can. There's my handy dandy little duplicate button up here. Boom. Another one. And I'm just going to fit them as best as I can, because we don't want to waste the fabric. Boom. There we go. So if I have a 12 by 12 piece of fabric, this is how many I'd be able to get, which is 9 Michigans, which is pretty good. And so, yeah, let's say now I'm ready to cut. So I'm going to get rid of this square because I no longer need it. We only used it as a reference, so I'm going to just delete. Now, before we move and hit this make button up here, we need to select all, and we are going to attach. This is because we don't want each Michigan to be cut individually. We want them all cut in this exact layout, so that we know this is the best use of fabric. Okay, so then I would select make it, or make. This project will be saved to myself. Save. Okay. Add a title. Michigans. Okay. So now that we're going to organize it on our mat. So if we have a 12 by 12 piece of fabric, so it would fit in this grid specifically, Like we had done in the past, we didn't want to come too close to the side because sometimes the cut of the fabric would be inconsistent. So now I would just drag this a little bit over to the center. That's good, because then that gives me about an inch on this end and an inch on this end, and then hopefully there will be no accidents of the cutting. Okay, so now we're just going to go over here and double check. We're going to do a basic cut. Yes, we are. Material load type on a mat. Material size 12 by 12. Yep, because that's... And we don't need to mirror, so then I'm going to hit